Reporting live from Baltimore, not the county, Baltimore, the real Baltimore, Baltimore City. You have chosen to call, and I know a lot of your little shows from Baltimore, but today you're gonna find out that you're not. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I come from a city where we don't acknowledge the state. The B shit is took in place. Watch how you speak about Baltimore, dummy. We had 990s all on your face. No matter the city, they all wanna know about the wire and killings all over the news. These bitches digging out Xing on my niggas. Dick keep on Xing if they can say T. I'm trying to tell them, Baltimore ain't even Baltimore. DC is not even on the road. I pay Virginia so much, get them shot while I'm on the road. Counties be claiming they honorable. I try to tell them to chill. Yeah, I try to tell them for real. Yeah, you can take me out of Baltimore, but I'ma still bring that Baltimore here. 4 wings, salt and pepper, ketchup with the hot sauce. Can't sit long, shit get you knocked off. Always play mirrors, shit get you swiped off. We get them cooked up, chefs out, eyeball. Bitches is claiming that they from the city. Damn, I just can't help that we litty. If you really from the city, who that red bitch over east? On B, she get busy. Case with Baltimore, club mix Baltimore. We don't do go-go, we know they ain't Baltimore. Them niggas dragging, must be from Baltimore. Them bitches bad, oh they from Baltimore. 92Q on that radio, Baltimore. We hit them with the two-step giving Baltimore. They from security, no they ain't Baltimore. Anyway, it's everybody versus Baltimore. You from the west, that shit is Baltimore. Park Heights, the Avenue, that shit is Baltimore. Junction, the village, that shit is Baltimore. Sandtown is rapping and stepping, is Baltimore. Pikesville and PG, nah, they ain't Baltimore. You from the north, that shit is Baltimore. Grandma and Cater, your road, Baltimore. Anyway, it's everybody versus Baltimore. Nah, I can't study the wire to work on my accent. Fuck out of here, niggas actors. I'm born and raised in the city. They drop a body and niggas act like nothing happened. For Freddie, we riot. It's up if they try us. How the fuck I'll and Turney indicted? One thing about this whole city be wildin'. Bippin' the act or haunted when rotting. Know it's they strengths if the party is poppin'. Gotta hit legends for the chicken boxes. Check Murder Inc. if you think they ain't slotting. Damn, even the youngest is bout it. But man, I rap with the talent, they think we ain't got it. Just want us known for the violence. City make hustlers, grind and get it from the bottom. 10 toes, my niggas silent. Was raised in the county, they rap so they claim in the city. What school you was in? Elementary. Crossing that county line, you looking iffy. You get the best shot or shot when that Jimmy's. Hit up the block if we all trying to see us some ass. So that's for a quick little bag. Home of the Ravens, anywhere we gon' drag. Anywhere we get a bag. Down the hill is Baltimore. Brooklyn is Baltimore. Alameda is Baltimore. Arundel Mills not Baltimore. Owens Mills not Baltimore. Randallstown not Baltimore. Columbia not Baltimore. Edgewood not Baltimore. Up the hill that's Baltimore. Bel Air Road is Baltimore. Latrobe is Baltimore. Cherry Hill is Baltimore. Glen Burnie ain't Baltimore. Poplar Grove is Baltimore. Woodlawn not Baltimore. I know y'all think y'all from Baltimore, but y'all not. It's Chelsea.
If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it.
I
said what I said.
Okay, well what you said was some bull.
But
That's
you don't
what
like it. You don't like it.
I sure damn don't like it.
Where's the
I stayed into something. So now I'm closer to God. But being closer is hard. The attacks get stronger, become much harder to fight, and they last longer. That's what it's always been. Joy with the pain, dark with the light, sun with the rain. With the right perspective, it can be something to gain.
Yo, can I with you? What?
ACT, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official DanaJay, Levi for Kelly, or Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Take the phone. Look, you got some weed? Dang. I gotta get some. All right, hurry up. Diesel and them here, everybody here, we waiting on you. All right.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
Say you love it, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last down. Start off slow, then I'ma beat it up.
Hey, yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
go down. Hey. Shout out to the people that's on the lawn. Shout out to the haters that I got out here that's occupying space. Y'all know what I'm doing. Y'all know what time it is. Oh yeah, y'all know what time it is. So check it out. You know, I'm kind of handicapped. I kind of like twisted my ankle real bad today on set. But like I say, shout out to everybody that's here. Dream team, friends, associates gone mad, friends gone mad, people in the lawn that want to look at the God of YouTube. I'm just going to put it out there. I heard some things and I seen some things that I ain't like. So, we're going to talk about it and we're going to address it. And we're going to address it. 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 Because I remember it was one specific live, right? That Larry McGee, Dr. Sweetfeet, one y'all call it, he had R. Kelly in a window of the jail, right? And at the time it was Team Truth, but it's Old Cove now. They were saying a lot of hateful things. F him, he need to die in jail. He this and this and this and this. He this and this and this and this. He even had one little troll over there that I seen today that said, all the inmates should stomp him and kill him. He need to die. Y'all heard what I said? It was on Larry McGee's live. And they had him up in the window. What's up, everybody? Had him up in the window. Rob was in the window and all that stuff, right? So, Sharon Wimbush got everybody in there got daggone feelings. Sharon Wimbush talked about send stuff to Larry's jail, which on no hand do I incite violence. I don't think none of that should go down because people knew who Larry was. Larry's at a concentration camp. He's not at no hard time place. He at a concentration camp where they give you the go home. But that's all. Hey, Charlene, but they give you the go home. 6 months, go home. 8 months to a year, go home. That's all you do. That's just a teaching, don't do it no more. However, Larry didn't have no body line on him. Out of Larry's own words, Larry said that he went and asked the dude, are you going to do X, Y, and Z, what? I wasn't there, I don't know. I'm just going by what Larry said I was on mouth. Were you there? Da-da-da, what? So, he said he went down there and told on him, like, look, I'm thinking about my family. That's Larry's resume. That's his jacket. He said he told. That's his jacket. So, when we sit back and we listen to all the downgrade and degrading stuff that Old Cove affiliates, that people that love Azriel, people that love the Clarys, people that love the Savages, people that love the accusers, that they want us to believe that they're victims. Right. So, when you have folks like that care about them folks, and they run up against a band of folks that care about Robert, are we supposed to just sit back and let them say whatever they want to say about Robert and we not say nothing about the liars? I'm not understanding something. It's always good to have somebody come on your panel when it's an outnumbering situation. But I got to go here. since Larry been gone, only about 4 times have I had a real where I just sat back and listened to people actually talk about the case, about the paperwork. When Ann Donnelly was refusing everything, it was Auntie Ann, Auntie Ann, Auntie Ann, Auntie Ann doing this, Auntie Ann doing that. Oh, smelly this, oh, smelly that. But the minute we come out talking about shitty Dubai, they got a problem. The minute we come out talking about and the minute we come out talking about the cult of Angelo, because truth to be told, that's what a lot of them are. Because everybody information came from somewhere. If Larry didn't know nothing about the case, how did he get so knowledgeable if he wasn't talking to Angelo? Make it make sense. Everybody got to have some kind of source. How was Larry knowing who to go to try to interview if he didn't have a source? Everybody that come in his R. Kelly sector have a source. Whether they were there and got a refresher course, or they were there and they sat back and publish, iron, and sharpen each other, that's what it is. So the dumbest thing that I'm hearing is they got Uncle name in it then. They got Uncle name in it then. They got Uncle name in it then. They got Uncle name in the mouth. They got Uncle name in the mouth. Look. Y'all are the opposing party. Why not put your name in the mouth? I'm just saying, the Dream Team, we know how to conduct our business, and we don't have to go into fuck your mamas, and we don't got to go into fuck you bitch and all that until you come after one of us. Then when you come after one of us, all gloves off. See, we respectable while we being respected. But when we not being respected, that's when we become unrespectable. Okay? So I just sit back and I watch how, why you say this on Dana Live, PG? Why you do that? And why you do that? And why da. And I sit back and say, damn, how much y'all forgot? I think I need to run some videos back of the stuff that Team Truth was saying about Robert. The arguments that will stem Team Truth against the firm and DanaJay and all. The arguments that led to the respect of what y'all now know as Oak and the Dream Team. But I see when you let certain people back in your square, the respect level go. When certain people wasn't there, the respect level was at an all-time high. Everybody was fine. But when these certain imbeciles return, the respect level disappears. Here's what I'm going to say. In order to be the best or the top dog, you got to be able to handle the best. You got to be able to handle all the criticism and everything. So here's my question. If Oak job is to talk about Robert, then why can't the Dream Team and all the real supporters' job be about discrediting and talking about the accusers and the bull crap ass star witness? I gotta go here now. I've been reserving my right to talk because I want to see how this play out. But like I told Angelo, you can't piss on my head and tell me I got lemonade dropping from heaven. Then I find it funny because now I'm going to break it all the way down. You got people like Javante. You got people like Rashawn. I mean, not Rashana. Geronda. And you got people like Tiffany Hawkins. You got people like Diaz Riels. They sit back and say they victims. They sit back and say, we were made to look at the floor. It's a man coming. Don't walk. Don't look up. We were made to wear baggy sweatpants. So I got a question. If that's the case, right? Azriel had unlimited access to her parents. She chose not to. But let's go here. Let's say hypothetically, Robert had her locked up as a victim. Let's say that. When she flew to Florida, why she ain't stay in Florida? She ain't had to go back. If it was that easy to leave when Robert took you off the visiting list, then it was that easy to leave and stay in Florida when you went to go see grandma. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's keep it real. If you was that much of a victim, if you was that much of being controlled, how were you able to work on an album, an EP, from 2018 to 2022? But I thought you had to look at the ground. So, I'm lost. You go from 2 women in a cup, aka I eat shit, to getting shit put on you. You going to Dubai to being banned from Dubai. I'm lost. I'm lost. Because now I got questions. And the questions that I have, nobody want to answer my questions. And since this is an issue, and since Oak Cove is making it such a big issue, y'all got to realize there is no more Team Truth. Y'all are the opposing party. Y'all have said some raunchy stuff, and people still respect y'all because it's y'all opinion. So y'all opinion should be valid, but everybody else's opinion should be shut up. No, it don't go that way. It don't go that way. And I'm going to say this. At first, I'm going to go ahead. At first, I hated Robert Keller for a minute. He was one of the ones that had my pager struck down and all that. I hated that man. But I had to realize one thing. When Robert Keller struck my Instagram, him and Larry, it put me in a point where I had to restructure. I had to rethink. One thing I know about women, they don't like to be closed in. So now y'all got everybody from everywhere that see the bullshit, what they call the R. Kelly case. So I hear people saying, New York is over with. Go to Chicago. New York is not over with. You can't rush a process. This is somebody's lifeline. It's not over with. Yes, Chicago coming up, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Depending on what happened in Chicago, in New York, if they do an appeal right about now, there might not be a Chicago trial. Because see, people talk about that's not double jeopardy, that's not double jeopardy, and I was the main one, and I was one of the main ones saying, hey, that's not double jeopardy until I looked at the Constitution. When I looked at the Constitution, it says something different. The Constitution says you cannot enter the same evidence on any other level that was entered in a state level. For that shall be continued as inter alia and considered double jeopardy. So Chicago is 2002 all over again. Do anybody disagree with that? If Chicago is 2002, just different names, right? If they couldn't prove that it was Robert in 2002, which acquitted him in 2008, how in the hell are they going to prove it in 2022? Because if that's the case, you got to use the same videotape. You got to use the same videotape. You can't do no enhancements. Why? Because that break the chain of custody. You got to use the same videotape. And you got to use the same body markings. What you think? Jen going to be, oh, I'm 1,000% for sure that's Robert. No. You don't think Jennifer Beauchene ain't looking at Damon Pryor and saying, bro, subpoena time coming. My whole point is, y'all freaking out because of what Sharon said for everybody to file a lawsuit and send stuff down to the other inmates on Larry. I think that's crazy. Me personally. I ain't sending nothing down on nobody. But that man doing his time, let him do his time. But I also think y'all crazy because y'all be the main ones. I'm going to send the prosecutor this. I'm going to send the defense. I'm going to send a judge this, and this. That's stupid. Because if you don't want somebody to get Larry fucked up in there, y'all shouldn't try to be getting Robert fucked up in there. It's a hand washing a hand. The problem is, y'all ain't never intend for the stuff to come out that came out about the Clarys. That's just the Clarys. Oh, I can't wait to see what happened with the Savages. So I see somebody say, what about this one? What about that one? What about this one? One thing I'm not going to do, because this is Robert's case. Anybody that name drop in the case in the chat or on live, what are you trying to signal? Who are you trying to signal? And we seen that happen with Donnie Brasco. Who are you trying to signal? Oh, Keith was with me. Oh, Bobby took the. Stop. Who are y'all trying to signal? This is why I say a person that really do PI work, this shit is too easy. Because if you sit back and say, okay, you lay a trap here, you lay a trap here, you lay a trap here, and you sit back and watch them go for it. One thing for sure, two things for certain. If I'm not connected to a circle, I'm not going to jump and defend anybody or defend myself, including that circle. But we've seen many and many of times so-called wannabe bloggers jumps on here and want to defend Donnie Brasco. Oh, he the muscle. He did this. He did that. They go as far as they know he indicted. Oh, come to my channel. I want to interview. Really? So you must like the feds. Because just like I did on YouTube, they do in real life. They will group you together. And then they will watch. Once they watch, they see what's going on. So I'm in this group, right? I'm in this group. And I'm going to give this lady some credit because me and her didn't like each other 2 years ago. I hated this lady. She hated me. But she still don't like me. But we became to be cordial. Her name is Destiny Reed, right? And she hates R. Kelly, right? So she said this. I'm getting very concerned. Y'all might think Azriel is strong and nothing bothers her. Everyone has a limit. People really needs to stop bullying and harassing her. You can only take so much. R. Kelly supporters, I know y'all hate her because she helped out your king. She helped put your king away. Rightfully so. She's not the only victim in the case. They all told their truth, but y'all keep coming after her because she's the most vocal. She didn't have a voice for 5 years. I hope all of you that's harassing her and other victims go to jail as well. This needs to stop. I hope and pray none of these victims take their own life because of you. The government is watching you. Leave them alone. I will forever stand and support all the victims. I got your back. Diva said something the other day when Diva said, I don't know why y'all y'all going after victims. Hey, what's up, Dennis? I don't know why y'all going after victims when R. Kelly was a victim. But Destiny just said she support all victims. So if R. Kelly was a victim, that means her whole statement is contradictory because she says she stand with victims. So if she stand with victims, how can you take a partnership side? Make this make sense. None of us was in them bedrooms. Larry told us it was 1,000,001 tapes. DanaJay told y'all it wasn't. For some of y'all that couldn't get to a court, some of y'all that was too lazy to get to court, or some of y'all that just didn't want to show up. Y'all would have learned. In New York, it was an audio recording, 1 hour and 27 minutes long. It was a video of 30 seconds. That was it. So somebody said, well, the government tried to flood this in. Wait, stop. You said you rock with victims. Then you say R. Kelly was a victim. So do we pick and choose what sex of victims do we rock with? Because let's be honest. And this can be y'all argument. I'm going to help y'all out. A lot of people say, including myself, if you're a victim, go to the police. Well, Robert ain't never go to the police. So if that's what y'all going to say, that Robert ain't a victim, I'm going to clearly say that them young ladies that's looking for a payday, they not a victim. Too many holes have been punched in these stories. Everybody's story mirrors one another. One thing for certain, two things for sure. If you want to have this grown-up conversation, we can have it. And Diva tell you, I will listen to everything you say, every word. And some words I will repeat back to you just so you know what you're saying. We don't have all that arguing and stuff over here. But however, let's go here. You cannot say that the so-called victims are victims when all they want is a payday. Oh, Azriel been quiet for 5 years. But she been working on her EP. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 5 years. She been working on her EP. So how she been quiet? Five years. She done said, oh, I'm not a victim. Tim Savage even told y'all all them hoes are lying. That's all you gotta do is make him mad. And he'll tell it all. Angelo himself have even said a lot of them are lying. But they didn't get what they want, so hell with the king. Let's go here. Oh, what about John Doe and John 2? Well, didn't John Doe 1 and 2 say they just said that? Just so they can get a lighter sentence? Y'all forgot that. These are the problems that's being had. And women that's emotional, y'all run by y'all emotions. And the first thing y'all want to do is attack. And then when y'all get attacked back, it's a problem. Sidebar conversation. Just like Queen Fishy. You can sit back and say, I'm weak, I'm this, I'm that, I'm talking about your snatch. No, I'm not talking about your snatch. I ain't never had your snatch. The Negro that you follow had your snatch and said that you stink. But I was light on you. You got to realize you can't come after somebody's kids and expect them to be cool with you or to be cool about it. My kids don't need help. I'm more than capable. And if I wasn't, I still wouldn't ask none of you delusional motherfuckers. Now back to R. Kelly we go. I just had to let that be known. Ain't none of my baby mamas been told that they had a funky box. None of them. From the average to the bombs. I don't play that game. I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, nobody's going at Oak Cove. We just replaying back to y'all what y'all played for us for 3 years. But then let's go here. Even if somebody was coming at Oak Cove, right? Y'all claim y'all the top dogs of this sugar honey iced tea, right? Guess what? If y'all the top dogs, y'all want to know how the Dream Team feel? In spite of all of us still being respectful towards y'all. We feel like y'all been eating long enough. Stop being greedy. Keep it real, Old Cove. You might as well hand it over. Because our ribs is touching. And y'all can't make us wait. We'll fuck around and bite you and then snatch our plate. So my thing is this. Shorty said, you know what? This is one of the most sensible things ever. Shorty said, I believe after R. Kelly's 2008 trial, the feds started watching him. Then they planted moles all in his camp. Remember the feds played dirt. Facts. Facts, Shorty. Facts. I'm going to be honest with you. When I tell y'all I thoroughly believe Don Russell and his mama were planted, I mean that shit. Along with some others. I mean that. How you be the PI and you attack that man defense fund? Then when you found out the feds can get involved, you back off. And then all of a sudden, somehow or another, y'all bamboozle y'all way in. I'm not going to say somehow or another. Man, I'm going to keep that shit a buck. I'm tired of biting my goddamn tongue. Let's keep it real. Lisa Cassandra brought you in. Robert don't know that y'all been in these chats for years. Your wife was a mod. I got the screenshots and all to prove everything that I say. But you get paid a certain amount of money to produce people, and you only produce 5. When I looked you dead in your eye and said, yo, I got everybody you need. You want me to start calling, starting with Kip? And you told me, nah, man, yo, we got it. You got what? You helped aid a conviction. That's the problem. Everybody trying to look elsewhere. No, let's look at the real shit, man. Most of these people are being used on YouTube. Some of these people just want to assert themselves. Why? Because they feel as though they can get a little name. They can get a little buzz. They can get a little going. But where were y'all at when it was unconventional to rock for Robert? It's semi-conventional now because people starting to wake up. But where were y'all at when it wasn't easy to have on an R. Kelly shirt without being harassed walking down the street? Because people believe the propaganda lie. Let's go though. Me and Robert Keller, we might get heated and excited, but we have real conversations. Me and Atmos, we have real conversations. Me and Fat Boy have yet to have a debate about Robert. Me and Diva, real conversations. It's just certain people, if y'all came and said, yo, this person want to debate you. Oh, hell no. Nah, that's dead. Well, Dana, why? I don't believe in reviving dead bones. If you show me who you are the first time, I might forgive you second time. I might even forgive you a third time. But now, those doors are over. I'm not forgiving nobody. If you don't like me now, pack it on up. Don't like me later. Even after the case over, keep that same energy. I don't like you. I don't give a fuck. You ain't paying my bills. Now, one thing I do agree with is this internet bullcrap went too far. Even on this side, it went too far. With the doxing and all that, it went too far. But see, some people don't know where too far is until you're made to eat where too far is. Shorty said, I said all that to say R. Kelly played into their hands. In other words, they gave R. Kelly a rope and he hung him own self with it. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't, Shorty. I'm gonna put it there. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. And the reason why I say maybe he didn't is this right here. If you are a victim, right? When you went to trial, where was this? You got a knock on the wall. Where was this? You got pee in a cup. Where was this? I ate sugar honey iced tea. Wasn't none of that in no trial. But you know what came on the trial? That nobody want to talk about? When Azriel told the feds, y'all made that up, not me. Y'all put that in there. Y'all said that after the testimony that I gave y'all. I didn't say that. Why nobody want to talk about that? It wasn't until we forced the other side to talk about these text messages. Y'all didn't willingly come out and say, oh, yo, that's not right. We're going to talk. No, we pitched a bitch about it. And when we pitch, y'all listen. And the only two real competent ones on this side are the ones that's associated with the Dream Team. Everybody else is regurgitated bullcrap. So y'all claim y'all the top dogs on that side. We claim we the top dogs over here. We got to meet. I don't know if she did porno. I can't run with that. I don't know about that. I just know what go on in Dubai. I would have some real questions if I was Jason Lee. No, if I was to do an interview with Azrael, I want why you banned from Dubai? Why? Let's tell the truth. What actually happened between you and Rob? Who showed you what? See, it's questions that you don't know that you gotta ask. At the end of the day, did Rob treat you bad? You got to hold up to that story. Once you put it out there, you got to hold it. Now, you can't say Rob treated you bad, but then when Rob locked up 6 months in, oh, that's my boyfriend, and I'm never letting him go. And you know, Robert, and that, you know, that, and that. And can't nobody tell me she didn't flip on Robert after Robert told her, I'm not switching Joy off of her visit. No matter how he made her feel. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I got Joy for 6 months just like I had you. Joy had to wait, so you got to wait. She feel as though she don't have to wait. And that's when you seen the flip of the script. Okay, Bear, you won't even get out. I swear I wish I had. You know what? I'm going to dig into that. I'm going to hit Shabazz up and I'm going to ask him, can I borrow that one little piece of the footage when she simply is on the phone with the feds. And the reason why people flip out about that is because nobody paid attention to that conversation. If anybody have that part, please send it to me. And I hit Shabazz and I tell him like, yo, I'm playing your joint so that way it won't be no misconfusion or nothing, because that's still his footage. But nobody pays attention to that conversation. And when you pay attention to that conversation, the first thing you think, setup. Oh, I get what's going on now. See, each one of them have left nuggets. Now, you got to play rewind. You got to stop where you at, turn around, and go back and get each and every nugget. Each one of them says something that's... Each one of them says something that defames their credibility. And Javante said, that's not true, Lo. I know Jason Lee personally. That's not true. I will say it's 50-50 on both. Jason Lee looked for truth, but he also looked for gossip. He's a gay man. And what do you get? I mean, I'm going to keep it real here, faggy. So what do faggies do? They look for gossip, but they look for tea. The Boom Boom Room made some great points on her channel. No, I didn't see nothing that Denise said. But my thing is, you can't want people that's fighting for R. Kelly to stop devaluing these accusers when everybody's over there is coming against Robert. Y'all want everybody to just stop and say, okay, Robert's guilty. And I said it before and I'm going to say it again. And if you get mad about what I'm about to say, you need to look at yourself. Maybe I'm talking about you. 99% of the women that looked at surviving R. Kelly and looking at Robert have been victimized. And when they look at Robert, they understand the name. They hear the name. But the face is not Robert's face. It's whoever victimized them. And because they have And because their abuser have not been caught, and Robert has been caught in this web, they are saying, hooray, hooray, we have caught the symbol of what many people will call pedophilia. But here's where I got to disagree with that. Where's the 12-year-old? I was wrong earlier. Anything over 12 is not considered pedophilia. And that's federal law. So where's the 12-year-old? Where's the 6-year-old that was spread upon Larry McGee's channel? And I know people like, don't say Larry, don't say that, don't say that. Well, shit, don't say Robert. Robert ain't here to defend himself. Neither is Larry. But if something happened on his channel, I can reference his channel. I'm not talking about him. The problem is, y'all want to be one-sided. And a lot of one-sided streets have dead ends. We look at it both ways. We see a railroad. We see a setup. Angela Stanton King, yeah. We see a railroad. We see setup. And I can't wait to see it again because me and her got to have a conversation. There's no way you're going to tell me this man held you hostage and he on tour and you sitting home in the studio. Make that make sense. You ain't going to tell me this man held you hostage and we find out he's not even home. You and your friend jumped the gate and you jump back over the gate. You go down to get some shoes from your uncle, come back, jump back over the gate, but you're a victim. You can't tell me, and then I'm just going to go here. You can't tell me you about to get penetrated and you go from 19 to 16 real quick. Get the hell out of here. Especially when you've been smashing a homie. Shorty said, I'm sorry, Dana, to bust your bubble. I've never been victimized. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. But I'm going to say this. Shorty, I'm going to ask you this question. Why do you not like R. Kelly? Is it from something that you were told? Or is it from something that you just thoroughly and believe because you've seen a documentary? And I'm just being honest now. Let's just be real. Ain't no joking, ain't none of that. I have questions that I need to answer. Hey, Sunshine, I got questions that I need answered. So why would you hate R. Kelly, Shorty? Cause you just said that you wasn't a victim. Cool. I can get with that. So why do you hate R. Kelly? And you really don't know him like that. I just want to know. Because I want to know exactly how people thinking. That's just like me coming down saying, who can I use? That's like me saying, I don't know Oprah personally, but I just don't like her. And I believe she's a pedophile. Well, I read about some things that Oprah did. I read about how she saved her father, which is clearly a true pedophile. So to me, pedophile lovers are just like pedophiles to me. Boy lovers, underage boy lovers, girl lovers, they're pedophiles to me. And see, and these are the questions. Instead of arguing back and forth, sit some of these sisters down and find out exactly where they're mental at. Because a lot of them, let's go here. You also have that percentage that's just jumping on the bandwagon because it's cool to be part of what they perceive to be the winning side. And then I'm going to go here. Here's where I bust Atmos, Fat Boy. Here's where I bust that bubble. A lot of them just over there because of what they heard. And a lot of them, Fat Boy is one of the only ones I know that really read the paperwork. Him, Atmos, Robert Kelly, they might have their own meanings, interpretations, but at least they do read. That's how I'm able to bust their bubble. Because most men ain't even going to deal with that. They going to rock with wherever the women go. So if women say he guilty, shoot, shorty, yeah, R. Kelly guilty, what's up? I'm trying to get next to you. That's how I go. Shorty, you ain't going nowhere, did you? What's going on? So these are conversations that need to be had. When you have to make them look at the man in the mirror, which is themselves. And the two masters that can do that was me and Larry. And Levi. That guy named Levi, man, he like the Phantom of the Opera. Now you see him now, the hell you don't. So it's not about convicting somebody. It's about truth. Because what if that was your brother? What if that was your uncle? But comprehension is key. Right, Stephanie? At the end of the day, I don't have to be rah-rah. Be this, be that, you dog hit this. I don't have to be like the terrorists. I can easily hold a conversation, look you in your face, and ask you, what did Robert do to make you believe that? Don't give me hearsay. Don't give me this is what the paperwork say. Give me what you know. And a lot of people will have to do what Shorty did. Back off because now it's getting hot. And these are the conversations that need to be had. Me and Diva have this conversation all the time. Some people you just can't get through to. And I love talking to her because iron sharpens iron. Some of the rest of them ain't worth the shit out of my ass to talk to. And I said that. And when people realize that you don't have to go on other platforms to get your point across. Thank you, J-Rock. And you don't have to go on other platforms to get your point across. Stay off of platforms that's not friendly to you. I had to learn that. And there's no shade to them platforms. But you got to keep it real. They have a prospective audience. They do what they do. That's their house. They can run it how they want to. So when I sat back and looked at it, and I said, yeah, I'm being treated unfairly on certain pages. But why go there when I have my own page and everybody comes here? So let's get into it. Since nobody want to have a logical conversation, let's get into it. Jenny from the block. Miss BONGEAN. Oh, before I do that, hold on. Wait. And before I do that, one of the Dream Team family members said this. This is a very, very important point. Please listen. So on Gayle King, the second interview, Azriel Clary said that the reason R. Kelly would pass the wellness checks is because he would send them to the mall while the police were there. That way, they wouldn't be there as the police search for them. This is a very wicked statement to entrap him. Facts. Yet, if you think about it, they could have simply gone directly to the police station while they were out or made some sort of attempt to escape. So these aren't victims. She just opened Pandora's box that they were free to leave. These women are horny and devils, con artists, at Citamine. I think that's what it said. Oh, I'm sorry. At the same time. I'm sorry. They put it together. At the same time. Her testimony should be impeached based on this statement alone. Because from your own mouth, here's your chance to escape if you were a victim or a prisoner. As made this remark on Gayle King II interview. So this statement needs to be emphasized. Sorry for the capitalizing. Just wanted you to see the point I am making. If she drove around to avoid rescue, that's why police weren't necessary. They aren't victims. They are planned victims. They are frauds. Please note that she said this on Gayle King II interview, not Gayle King the first interview after the flip. She is playing both sides of the legal game. I am writing this message after Jennifer BONGEAN has informed the court about the Alice Clary text, which the federal government failed to talk about. So, here's my thing. If you fail to talk about these things, how can Robert ever have a fair chance at this thing? Now, I'm going to break it down. Oak Cove did a good job by being a distraction totally. They created a lot of confusion. They made sure this side had a lot of arguments, but then they also got tired of a lot of the bullcrap because it got out of hand. So, if Azriel can say that the reason R. Kelly would pass the wellness checks is because he would send them to the mall, do you know how many cops is actually in the mall? 10. And they have a watchtower station downstairs in the basement. Some of them is on the first floor. So they see everything. They always have eyes on them cameras. They will hire you just to watch CTV. And CTV stands for closed caption television, meaning surveillance. So how do a man that ain't do nothing but help people, uplift people, and because he's human, yes, he might have gotten into some arguments. Yes, he might have got into a couple beefs with people he was dealing with. But let's be real, and I'm going to call Oak Cove out. How many of y'all had fights with y'all boyfriends and stayed? How many of y'all had fights with y'all? I'm sorry. Let's go here. How many of y'all have had fights with the nigga that dicked y'all down real good and y'all stayed? How many of y'all got beat the hell up and said, you know, he didn't mean it. That was only one time. It's all right. So you can't come at me and tell me, Robert. You can't come at me and tell me Robert is this sick individual. I'm going to go here. And it's going to shake a lot of people up. If Robert was a pedophile, Louis Farrakhan wouldn't have been around him. Can I say that? If Robert was a pedophile, Louis Farrakhan wouldn't have never been around him. Actually, Robert would have got blackballed out of Chicago. Facts. 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 So let's talk about it. If nobody really want to talk about it, I get it. It's the unpopular story to have because you got to be transparent. So when you take the disrespect out and it's nothing but straight talking, the truth come out. They told me, oh, Dana, you was lying. When I said, Javante ain't never sing back up for Aaliyah. Oh, Dana. Oh, Dana, you don't know? Okay. So when Dre came out and told y'all that Javante Cunningham was the backup for Sparkle and not Aaliyah, now y'all saying what? Nothing. And 90% of y'all are not, and 90% of y'all are over there with me on Dre channel. These are the problems that I have. I'd rather somebody say, Dana, you know what? I don't know if he's guilty. I don't know if he's innocent. I just don't like the nigga. I can respect that more. I can respect that more. But my thing is, I understand why you went to Hollywood Unlocked. I understand why you went to the Sister Circle. I understand why you went to the places that you went. But what I don't understand, why you didn't go to the K. Michelle show? See, you ain't gonna go nowhere with people that been there. And like one of the pastors I play for say, you can, trying to get there, cannot tell been there how to get there. Now watch this. You say you're a victim, right? You went to Gayle King second time looking like Raggedy Ann's little sister. So everybody can say, look at her, she look bad. So why you ain't going Hollywood Unlocked looking like that? Could it all been a hoax? So you didn't go on Hollywood Unlocked looking like that. You went on there looking like Janet Jackson from the Rhythm Nation album. Had a little bra, the little panties, and yeah, okay. I'm lost. I thought you was a lady. You can't go looking like a star when you're giving an interview about Robert Kelly. If you notice this, nobody.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Okay, Google, thank you. Google be on point. You can't.
Happy to help.
Okay. You can't say you're a victim, right? You can't say you're a victim, but then turn around and say, I left when I wanted to leave. I love R. Kelly. He's my man. I would never turn my back on R. Kelly. My grandfather always told me a woman that'll come out boldly and say something like that is a woman that you gotta throw away, because for the right price, you'll be under that bus. And when K. Michelle came out and spoke her truth, and you know what everybody said? Okay, Michelle knows something. She just not saying something she's trying to hide. Listen to this. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. K. Michelle words was just this right here.
Through trying to hold this music down just like you told me to. Every day I pray and cry cause I hear what they say. It's so fucked up that it even had to go this way. See, I get lost sometimes, I'm in a different space. All these users around need a familiar face. Surviving chaos, girl, I see that you survived. Ain't taking sides, can't say who's wrong or right. Cause all I know is I'm about to tell the story. Oh, a lot of pain and a lot less glory. Yesterday felt just like last July. I was through trying to hold this music down just like you told me to. Every day I pray and cry cause I hear what they say. It's so fucked up that it even had to go this way. See, I get lost sometimes, I'm in a different space. All these users around need a familiar face. Surviving chaos, girl, I see that you survived. Ain't taking sides, can't say who's wrong or right. Cause all I know is I'm about to tell the story. Oh, a lot of pain and a lot less glory. Yesterday felt just like last July. I was tired, I tried to take my life. Oh, I'm trying to get my feet back on the ground. If I don't slow down, man, I won't be around.
My bad, I had to cut that off for a second. I had to cut the mic off. Here you go, but I'll play it again for y'all. Here you go. Here we go. What's up, Progress?
Dear Rob, you won't believe what I'm going through. Trying to hold this music down just like you told me to. Every day I pray and cry cause I hear what they say. It's so fucked up that it even had to go this way. See, I get lost sometimes, I'm in a different space. All these users around need a familiar face. Surviving chaos, girl, I see that you survived. Ain't taking sides, can't say who's wrong or right. Cause all I know is I'm about to tell the story. Oh, a lot of pain and a lot less glory. Yesterday felt just like last July. I was tired, I tried to take my life. Oh, I'm trying to get my feet back on the ground. If I don't slow down, man, I won't be.
Something wrong with y'all speakers because I'm playing it too and I can hear it. Yeah. Yeah, something wrong with y'all speakers. I'm going to play it one more time. Here we go. Here we go. It's a little pause. There we go.
believe what I'm going through. Trying to hold this music down just like you told me to. Every day I pray and cry cause I hear what they say. It's so fucked up that it even had to go this way. See, I get lost sometimes, I'm in a different space. All these users around need a familiar face. Surviving chaos, girl, I see that you survived. Ain't taking sides, can't say who's wrong or right. Cause all I know is I'm about to tell the story. Oh, a lot of pain and a lot less glory. Yesterday felt just like last July. I was tired, I tried to take my life. Oh, I'm trying to get my feet back on the ground. If I don't slow down, man, I won't be around. I'm always trying to help people out, but them the same motherfuckers taking food out my mouth. Taking any love that I can, just to show the world that I can keep me a man.
So, with songs like that, right? And she said, I can't take sides. I can't say who wrong or right. So, when you take that song and you mix it with her interview, and she talk about how they were parents cooking, and their daughters was there, and their daughters wasn't underage. Let's stop. Let's stop running with these narratives. Because, see, it pisses me off how everybody can run with a narrative about Robert, but as soon as somebody run with a narrative about Oko over Larry, it's a problem. You can't have it both ways. If we're going to speak facts, let's speak facts. If you're going to run with narratives, I'm out. I don't want to run with a narrative. I sat back and said, I've never seen that man. Never seen that man do none of the stuff that they allege. Now, have I seen him cuss at somebody? Yeah. Have I seen him lie to somebody before? Yeah. Have I seen him argue with somebody? Yeah. Have I seen him get loud? Hell yeah. But have he entrapped somebody? Oh, you can't go in there. You got to knock him. Nah. Dead. Progress said, as wish she had talent like it. Man. And then I'm going to go here. Kiki Palmer. She only doing it for the culture. They promising her something. Check it. The minute she came out and said, R. Kelly, this, she got a new movie and a TV show. Why nobody talking about that? At the end of the day, you got to look at the facts and what's going on. Some people are being forced not to say nothing. What I don't understand is some of the people that's around Rob, that say they've been around him for years. I understand some folks can't say stuff because of their job. Some folks have came out and said it. Like, no, Rob ain't guilty, yada, yada, yada. But I have a question. The bus driver that was poured on there for the meds, where did he disappear to? All these people that Larry said they had, they got bus drivers. They got this, they got that. They got all of them to lie. That's Larry's words. And if anybody mad at me for Larry saying that, then goddamn, get mad at Larry. These are Larry's words. Just like y'all try to play back my shit, but then try to put a spin on it. I ain't gonna call her name, but y'all know who it is. I ain't gonna call her name, but y'all know who it is. I'm practicing not giving life to lifeless people. Let's make this make sense. Let's make this make sense. So let's get into it. Jennifer BONGEAN. A masterpiece. Here we go. This is motion document 287, filed on 4/9/2022. A 2-page document that specifically says this. Dear Judge Donnelly, please accept. Oh, wait a minute. Hold, time out. Okay. Dear Judge Donnelly, please accept this short reply letter to the government's letter dated April the 7th, 2022. Defendant does not contend that a Miranda violation will occur if his sentencing hearing proceeds before resolution of the NDIL case. Rather, defendant argues that defendant argues that to provide fulsome mitigation evidence, he will have to waive his Fifth Amendment right, which I don't think he should do. And that carries serious risks. Now, hold on. Let me pull up Fifth Amendment right. Hold on. The Fifth Amendment right is this right here. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in these arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. I'm going to read that again. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. That's the Fifth Amendment. So Chicago case is what? That's double jeopardy, ain't it? That's double jeopardy, ain't it? The Fifth Amendment clearly states, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. So if that's the case, why is there a Chicago trial? Right, Israel. But why is there a Chicago trial? One thing about over here, we're going to research it while you're here. So let's finish reading. Defendant maintains that it is fundamentally unfair that he should have to make that choice when so much is at stake. Second, defendant appreciates that all defendants who have been convicted of an offense run the risk of self-incrimination when they participate in the sentencing process. But this case is unique and distinguishable from De La Paz. First, defendant is not seeking a continuance of his sentence hearing merely so he can exercise his right of allocation. Although his right of allocation is unquestionably compromised if his sentencing proceeds before the NDIL case. Rather, defendant seeks a continuance so he can speak more freely to a mitigation expert about his own history and develop evidence that may shed light on the offense conduct for which he has been convicted. Second, Because the offense conduct in this case spans decades and overlaps with the charged conduct in the NDIL case, the risk of self-incrimination is particularly high. Again, sentencing in this case will involve discussion of defendant's life and character, not merely isolated events. For that reason, this court should have a full understanding of who Robert Kelly is. The one-dimensional portrait the government has painted does not tell the complete story, because the government has labeled every person in proximity to defendant as members of his inner circle and enterprise. Many individuals who and want to provide mitigation information about the defendant are fearful of doing so. Thus, defendant is his best source of mitigation, but he feels limited in his ability to do so with the NDIL charges pending. The defendant understands that his sentencing hearing cannot be postponed indefinitely, nor does he ask that it be continued until resolution of every state court criminal and civil matter he faces. He merely asks that, in light of the serious federal prosecution that is scheduled to commence on August the 1st, 2022, this court grant a slightly longer adjournment. Granting this adjournment would appropriately balance defendant's guarantee of a fair sentencing hearing with the interests of his accusers, who will get their opportunity to be heard publicly. Should the NDIL case get postponed, the government would be free to object to any further adjournments which defendant accepts would likely be sustained. Jesus Christ. So there you have it. She made them eat the Sixth Amendment. They never came back with it. They never came back with a response. Now she hit them with the Fifth Amendment. Make it make sense. The Chicago case is double jeopardy. I don't care what level it's on. There's no exceptions to the Constitution. How many of y'all know that? There's no exceptions to the Constitution. You cannot rewrite the Constitution to fit what you got going on. You can't do it. So I'm just saying. Some people say this. Some people say that. But I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Robert need to be free. If people don't understand that, that's their fault. This man is being held unjustly. I'll continue saying that. Some people sit back and say, oh, Dana, no, that's not true. This and this and this and this and this and this. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. If you can prove me wrong, then I'd be like, okay, I'm wrong. But you can't prove me wrong. This is a witch hunt. And with that being said, I'm about to get out of here. But I'm going to let Robert tell his story. All right? I thank y'all for rocking with me. But I got 19 minutes to give y'all. And it go a little something like this.
The Chicago, nigga.
I admit I done made some mistakes.
Damn, son,
and I
where'd
have
you
some
find
imperfect
this?
ways. I admit I helped so many people, and them same damn people turn fake. I admit it was so hard to focus. I didn't go to classes. I admit that I dropped out of school. I admit that I wasn't that cool. I admit I just feel like retiring. Admit I just don't feel like trying. But all my real niggas around me keep telling me, Kels, fuck that, you gotta keep climbing. I admit it, I did. I done fuck with a couple of fans. I admit I'm a gift and a curse. I admit that I don't go to church. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I got so many flaws. Told so many lies to these bras. Blew so much money, pop so many bottles. Yeah, I fuck a bitch just because. Nigga, I had a hell of a day, but I admit I was in my own way. I admit I had my mama crying over me. What else can a nigga say? I admit I can't spell for shit. I admit that all I hear is hits. I admit I couldn't read the teleprompter when the Grammys asked me to present. I admit I love God, but wait, it's so much temptation, but wait. Admit to the drinking and smoking too much, but it helped me get through the day. Won't say no names, I'm not a snitch, but one night at the Ridge,
hey, lovely
did
one.
some shit I shouldn't have did. Went and fucked my niggas bitch. I admit that I did. I fucked my girlfriend's best friend. Yeah, I topped that in back of my Benz. I admit I'm sorry for my sins. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I admit it, I did it. Yeah. I admit I trust people too much. I admit I can't say such and such, but my lawyers told me settle this, even though it's bullshit. Kelly, protect your career. All these people
what's going
in my
on?
ear. I admit I've been tempted by drugs. I admit that I just need a hug. I admit the devil talk to me sometimes, but the devil's not who I trust. I've been fucked by so many damn managers.
Right, J-Rock?
Why they push me out front of these cameras? All this music got engaged them, and now they play me like a fucking amateur. I got a life, yeah. I got a right, yeah. Cancel my shows. That shit ain't right. How they gon' say I don't respect these women when all I've done is represent? Take my career and turn it upside
Georgia
down.
girl.
Cause you met, I've got some girlfriends. Hell with this record deal. It ain't worth this shit for real.
Wow.
Ain't seen my kids in years. They try and lock me up like Bill. How much can a nigga take? How much can a nigga pray? Just wanna do my music, stop stressing me. Please just let me age gracefully.
What's on,
I admit
Linda?
it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did it. They took my gift and they blind me. Where in the fuck is my money? Now here come this big ass conspiracy, but still got my fans, that's a blessing. Listen to heaven, just stay on my grind, and that's 24/7. And I know my mama Joanne is smiling down on me. I put that on Reverend. Been a grown man since age 11. Mine on the guap since 7. Rest in peace to my homie Kevin. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I'm a freak. Used to go to strip clubs every week. But who these niggas tryna say I am? Man, I'm not, and I put that on chief. I admit I fuck with all the ladies. That's both older and young ladies. But tell me how they call it pedophile. Because of that shit, that's crazy.
Right.
You may have your opinions, entitled to your opinions. But really, am I supposed to go to jail or lose my career because your opinion?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and stone me. Point your finger at me.
Yep,
Turn the world against me. But only God can mute me. I admit that I fired some people. I admit that I hired new people. I admit that those people I fired on my mama was crooked ass people. I admit that I don't own my music. I admit that I will own my music. Want it back, but they don't wanna do it. What the fuck, nigga, I wrote that music. I did that bump and grind, I did that 12 play, I did that fed up, I changed the damn game. So I deserve me a fair play. So put some respect on his damn name. Now Wendy Williams mad with me, but I ain't never offer her no drink. But I admit that she asked me, can I get a little Hennessy? Then we both turned off our phones. We drink, I smoke, we talk.
No problem, darling.
And I admit that I told it all, from my good points to my faults. She said, what about Ali? I said, love. She said, what about the tape? I said, hush. I said, my lawyer said, don't say none, but I can tell you I've been set up. I admitted how ever since the first day.
Thank you, Linda.
That without knowing I signed my publishing away. I admitted I was young and caught up, so blind, yeah. Said I had dyslexia, couldn't read all them contracts, yeah. And now the truth in this message is I'm a broke ass legend. The only reason I stay on tour is cause I gotta pay my rent. I never thought that it would come to this, to being the most disrespected artist. So I had to write a song about it, cause they always take my words and twist it. Believe me, it's hard to admit all this, but I'm in my feelings about this shit. But I had to set the fucking record straight. So I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I love Steve Harvey, John Legend and Tom Joyner. They're doing good in their lives right now. Why would they wanna tear down another brother? Women show black men some love, cause black men, we go through enough. How can we get up off the ground when we steady tearing each other down? I admit that the devil is busy, and some people beside me ain't with me. I admit that I'm gonna do this music up until the Lord come get me. Now, I admit a family member touched me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. From a child to the age 14. While I laid asleep, took my virginity. So scared to say something, so I just put the blame on me. Now here I am and I'm trying my best to be honest, cause there's forces out there trying to keep me from being an artist. I admit I'm at rock bottom, and this shit has rocked my mind. I'm calling on my hood, come walk by my side. They don't want me to shine. Women's group, my God. Now don't get it twisted, I do support them, but why they wanna bring down the art? Damn, this is breaking my heart. Cause from fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, I'm a part of the music culture. Spotify took me off their playlist. I admit that I've been underrated. I'm not convicted, not arrested, but drag my name in the dirt. All this work to be successful, and you abandon me cause of what you heard. I admit I am not perfect, I never said I was perfect. Say I'm abusing these women, what the fuck, that's some absurd shit. They brainwashed, really? Kidnapped, really? Can't eat, really? Real talk, that shit sounds silly. And if you really, really wanna know, her father dropped her off in my show and told his boy to put her on the stage. I admit that she was overage. I admit that I was feeling her, and I admit that she was feeling me. I admit that that's just some shit that come with being a celebrity. I ain't chasing these ladies, no. These ladies are chasing me, yeah. And I'm only saying all this shit cause how they tryna play me, yeah. I admit that this is no disrespect to the parents, but this is my advice to you, cause I'm also a parent. Don't push your daughter in my face and tell me that it's okay, cause your agenda is to get paid and get mad when it don't go your way. I know y'all look at me like I don't go through things, but I'm human. I know it's hard sometimes, but try to keep in mind that I'm human. Fuck all the fortune and fame, forget the name, I'm a human. I can't believe all the under the table shit they doing. I'm tired of fingers pointed at me, I'm tired of all this weight on me. I'm tired of everybody wanting a piece of me. Shit, I'm not an ATM machine. What do I do when I can't do what I do? How can I win if I can't win with truth? Got a couple of dead homies that I promised I would make it out this shit. And I know that God's hands is on me, nigga. I'm gonna make it out this shit.
Facts.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Not claim
Exactly, Callie.
the storm's over. I admit I talked to Miss McGlynn. FYI, that's my second mother.
Thanks,
I
brother.
admit that I asked her, how am I gonna get the world off my shoulder? She said, son, don't you lose it. Sometimes you gotta go through it. They can say what they say, but at the end of the day, they cannot deny your music. Cause your music has touched people. It inspired all people overseas, everywhere. Don't worry, don't care. Cause the anointing is on you. And that's why these haters is at you. So just keep on doing you, baby. You don't have to give these fools an explanation. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it.
Okay.
I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. What's the definition of a cult? What's the definition of a sex slave? Go to the dictionary, look it up, let me know, I'll be here waiting. Now I admit I got some girls that love me to pull their hair. And I admit they love me to talk dirty when I pull their hair. Yeah. Some like me to spank them, and some like to get brainy. And what some of these girls want is too much for the radio station. Look, I'm just a man, y'all, not a monster or beast. But I admit there are times when these girls so fine I'll chill at a nigga for a week. Now I admit I love Hugh Hefner, and through the years supported Hugh Hefner. But when he left this world he had a million girls, but we gon' always love Hugh Hefner. To Jim C. Regardless or whatever your name is. You've been trying to destroy me for 25 whole years. Writing the same stories over and over and over again. Off my name, you done went and made yourself a career. Well, guess what? I pray for you and your family and all my other enemies. I'm not gonna let y'all steal my joy. I'm just gonna keep on doing me. Now I don't know what else to say except I'm so falsely accused.
Love you back, love
Tell
you
me,
one.
how can you judge when you never
Dream team
walked
for
in
life.
my shoes? So easy to mess up someone else's life through social media. The devil in disguise. I admit I miss my brothers, but I admit they wasn't acting like brothers. Yeah, we've had our differences, but you don't turn on your brother for nothing.
Okay, I know who you are now.
Nada, mama, Joanne is watching. She must be turning over in her grave. Yeah, I admit I had to borrow a couple of M's from the label. All these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed 20 million to the IRS and they was coming to get my home. I admit I was feeling stupid standing in the Homewood Suites. Sipping Hennessy, trying to figure out what happened to me. There was so much going through my head, cause I knew that something wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it. But my spirit had better eyes. It told me what it saw. And it scared the shit out of me. It said get rid of them all. It's nothing but vultures around me. I admit that I love my fans for all the push and support they've shown. I admit if it wasn't for them, I would have never stayed strong. Now I'm not tripping on all of these rumors that don't bother me. And I'm not paying attention to these haters that don't bother me. But what blows me is when certain people turn phony. They say, Rob, I got your back, Rob, you the man. But they really doubting me. Bitch, you know who you are. Bitch, I bought you a car. Bitch, you stayed at my crib. I loved you with all my heart. Now I don't like to brag when it comes to me, but I've given back to the community. From the non-profits to the charities. But of course you'll never hear that about me. To them niggas that drink my liquor and smoke my stogies.
Facts, vibe.
How come you ain't on Facebook taking up for me when you're around me most of the day? And you know that I'm a good brother. Always got your hands out, it ain't no doubt that y'all niggas ain't nothing but blood suckers. Plus, y'all ain't bringing nothing to the table. Yeah, nigga, and you know it's real talk. Taking pictures with me for your Instagram, but when I need you, you're quick to get lost. Robert J and Joanne, my kids, what you hearing out here about that? Guys, I'm sorry for this. I'm so sorry, I can't imagine what y'all must be going through. Every day it's something about me, my God, it must be killing you. I promise there'll be better days. Just keep walking straight. I know you must be worried, but just know that I'm okay.
Right.
For me, things has gotten rough. Right now I can't say too much, but for y'all I will stay tough. Daddy just need y'all to trust and believe in me. I admit that I've told the truth, and I'm still not free. Still won't hate me, they still won't stone me, still won't chain me, think they won't kill me. I admit it, I admit it, I admit it, I did it, I admit it, I did, I admit it, I did.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
No disrespect to Chi-Town, my home, but we've got to learn how to support our own. I admit that my heart cries for my city, cause we're losing young lives in the city. Instead of judging me, y'all should be using me to help these kids, raise them out of depression and poverty. Now I'm not saying I'm no savior, inspiration. This is an invitation. Man, I admit I go through so much day to day. Got 23 lawyers, 3 or 4 managers. What am I doing? Show me the way. The only thing I have left is my voice, and now I have to use it for my protection, because they left me no choice. See, my work has nothing to do with my private life, so stay the fuck out of my business and tend to your own damn life. So go ahead, say what you wanna say about who I wanna date, but you won't say that shit to my face, cause you know it ain't shit to say. Next nigga bring me some dumb shit, it's gonna be a misunderstanding, cause niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always conjuring up dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half and salt, they make an assumption. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. There is one thing that's for sure, and I wanna make this shit clear. I lift my voice and represented my country for 31 fucking years. Damn it, I admit, I admit, I admit, I admit, I admit, I admit, I admit.
Wow. 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 Jesus. Nothing but emotion. Nothing but pure power and emotion. But look, I'm about to get out of here, right? I see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to give y'all some uploads tomorrow. But I'm up out of here. And the song I'm about to leave y'all with is right here. Dream Team friends, be blessed. Let's have a shooter Monday. If Frankie Lyman was here, he'd say it like this.
You shot me in the heart, and I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, shooter, I don't think I'm gonna make it. See, I'm just as good as dead. I'm good as dead. Whoa, bullseye. Girl, you shot me down to my knees, yeah. Since you took your love from me, and I'm holding on to the hopes that you will return. Although I feel I've lost you forever,
love y'all back.
I will believe that you still love me. Girl, say you do, say you do, say you do. Say you still love me, shooter, shooter, yeah. You shot me in the heart, oh yeah. And I've been dying since we've been apart.
Right.
Oh, 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 shooter, shooter.
Love you back.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, and I'm just as good as dead. Ooh,
key phrase.
Ooh.
Pay attention, y'all might know who that is.
The fact that your love was precious, and I should have took more better care of it. And now every minute you're gone.
Love you back, love you.
Girl, I sit here just dying alone, and I wish that I could have dodged that bullet of you leaving me. Shooter, shooter, you shot me in the heart, and I've been dying since we've been apart, yeah. Oh, shooter, no, no. Oh, I don't think that I'm gonna make it. No, no, no. And I'm just as good as dead, yeah. Oh, shooter, girl, you shot me in the heart, and I've been dying since we've been apart, yeah. Shooter, 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 shooter,
yep.
Shooter. See, I just don't think that I'm gonna
everybody else don't need to know though.
Without you, baby.
Just let them keep talking.
I gotta go. I don't wanna go.
Uncle Kel's support is nothing but love from day one. Let's keep it up. If you're looking for a social platform,
It's time to wake up, ladies.
that's made for us, designed by us, then come on over to www.yougotups.com. Tell them, Q.
Yeah, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube. You know what it is, the West Coast Warlord, the Grand Wizard. Don Mega is in the house. Now check this out. I'm inviting you to join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. That's WeGotUps.com. 100% black owned, man. I see you here, boys. I see you. You out there doing it, man. And as we say in the Big 3 League, we got ups, baby. So WeGotUps.com. Check it out, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, black people, we definitely need to socialize, get together, figure out this system we all going through. So, you know, WeGotUps.com promises to be that place. Like I said, black owned. Gotta love it. And, you know, willing to make sure that you guys make a social connection. So WeGotUps.com, you know, from your homeboy Ice Cube. Got to throw up the dub, you know, for that. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, official Black People Social Network. You know, I get it right. Don't worry about nothing. Just join, man. Join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. WeGotUps.com, man. That's easy, man. We got ups, baby. We Got Ups. Your homeboy Ice Cube, and I'm out. Throwing up the dub for We Got Ups, man. Check it out.
And check it. And when you come over, turn that blue-gray when you look up the official DanaJay. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it here. Shout out to Uncle Kel supporters. I'm going to tell you this. You stay down. You been down. Don't let nobody know who you are. Hell with them. They not worthy. And like you said, you don't see me on no other platforms. No, I don't. No, I do not. So I'm going to leave with this, y'all. Here we go. This is just a little snippet. 2 minutes of it. Let's go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up for me, yeah. I know y'all been listening to a lot of shit out there, and it's good, it's good.
Thanks, guys.
It's time for y'all to listen to the real.
Uncle Kel supporters, stay down.
Baby girl, you got my eyes on you. All of my attention is officially now focused on you. You're standing in the mirror, trying on all your underwear. Lying in your bed, imagining me all on you, yeah. Finally getting money than a mother. As I watch you go through every single color.
Facts.
And I'm about to have a sex attack, cause that's my favorite, so keep it like that. Cause you look so good from the back in black. Black panties, black panties. I love to see your booty in them all black panties, yeah. So keep them on, black panties.
It's the banger,
yeah.
for Kel.
See they got black panties on you, ain't no telling what girls may do. If they fit right, I'll be hitting it all night. Back and forth, lick it all night. Have you all just confabulated? You'll be loving it so much you hate it, but still you want it. Cause I know where your spot is, and I'm willing to kiss it. Got you all in my bed.
Now look, I ain't trying to get in trouble.
Secret. So let's turn it up a notch. Let's act like black is all you
I ain't
got.
trying to get in trouble.
Around black stilettos on, black room with black lights on. I'ma get it till we black out, baby, gone. I'ma get this love to your body more. And I'm about to have a sex attack, cause that's my favorite, so keep it like that. Cause you look so good from the back in black. Black panties,
Faces and beyond, hey.
I love to see your booty in them all black panties, yeah. So keep them on.
You ain't gonna get me in trouble. Nope.
Ladies, if they got black panties on you, ain't no telling what girls may do. If they fit right, I'll be hitting it all night. Back and forth, lick it all night. Have you all just confabulated? You'll be loving it so much you hate it, but still you want it. It's time to wake up, ladies. Wake up, wake up, wake up for me, yeah.
Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be with me. I'm out.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama said I wanna take her. Dipping your pool. Just go for a little dive, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I see you.
Wow.